Alright, guys. I'm gonna try to make this as quick and concise as I can. Wow, it is loud in my ears. Give me a second. Alright. So I'm on a character that has just finished um, the dealing with the Crimson Fleet captain on Crete, and I flew to New Atlantis, and I am broke. Got no money. To perform the credit, I guess you can call it a glitch. I am going to call it a glitch because it is a glitch. All you will need is any sort of melee weapon. Boom, we got a rescue axe. Now we're going to run over here. I'm going to explain some things that are relevant to the glitch that we're going to perform. The first thing that is relevant is third person. When we go into third person, if you've played in third person, it's a little buggy. For example, if I just walk in circles like this, I'll start glitching all over the place, and that's just Bethesda. That's how Bethesda works. Um, on top of third person being buggy, the having a melee weapon out in battle stance is what I'm going to call it. That is when you have a melee weapon. This is idle stance, and that is battle stance. The way to check that you're in battle stance is you can just right click to shield. Um, and when you're in battle stance is when all the glitchiness starts happening. So the next thing we're going to talk about is zipping. Zipping is a glitch that we found that allows you to, oh, see I went into idle stance, so I have to get back into battle stance. Zipping is a glitch that we found that allows you to build a very, very large amount of momentum, and I'm actually going to do this so you can kind of see that number right there in the bottom left corner. That is my speed. Um, Now what is going to happen is when I zip, that speed will go up to like 2 or 300 rather than the 4.9 it sits at when you're running. Or, yeah, running. Sprinting is like 7.6, 7.7. So to perform the zip, you can actually do it a few ways. First, make sure you're in third person. Doesn't matter whether it's the close or the far third person. And you are going to make sure you have your melee weapon out in battle stance. So the first and easiest way to zip is to jump, and when you jump, while you're in the air, go ahead and hit the block button, and then any direction. So forward, back, left, right, up, forward, or up, right, up, left, doesn't matter, right? So we're going to jump, block, and move. So jump, block, and move, and just that's it. That's all it happens. Now I do want to clarify that this is only consistent if you are running at 60 FPS. So unfortunately, console players who are running at 30 FPS, this is not something you guys can do. So 60 FPS, all you have to do is block while you're in the air and then hold a direction and you'll zip. Now another way to zip is by doing the same thing, but instead of blocking, you're going to hit the sprint button as soon as you land. So as soon as you land, you hit the sprint button. Timing's a little more difficult than blocking, like that. So I'm kind of hitting sprint as soon as I land, like that. It's a little more tricky. Now, the third way to zip is the way we're going to be using for this trick. All you do is you stand still with your melee weapon out in battle stance in third person. You're going to jump, and as soon as you hit the ground, you're going to hit A or D or W or S. Just like that. Timing is a little precise, not as precise as sprint zipping, but as soon as you land, you hit the movement key, just like that. So once you get that down, that you're able to kind of do it relatively consistently, again, you might leave battle stance, so make sure you're in battle stance by hitting the block button once. Once you get decent at this, you're going to come over here in New Atlantis, you're going to look down, and you're going to line your kind of left arm over this silver strip and your head just below the white border here, just like this. You're going to jump, you're going to hit A, Make sure you're in battle stance, and... Oh, come on. Just like that, you're going to zip towards a wall. And you want to make sure that you're standing right about here when you do it. And boom. Now you're going to be stuck right here. You can't go back. If you want to leave, just go through this wall right here. So I'll show it again. Battle stance, the melee weapon out. Right about right here. Just like that. So once you clip through the wall there, check this out. You're already at the credits chest. So while this is not the easiest way to get to the the vendor chest here, it is the fastest way to get here. There's our 72,000 credits right in there. You can even get 2 more chests over there. I'm sure you guys have seen the other videos that other people have posted. But this makes so you don't have to go climb up buildings and jump down and run around. You can just do it right here next to the chest. Now to get out of here, you can jump up through there. I like to get out through here. Boom, just like that. Now, how can I make 3-ish million credits an hour? Here's how. Alright, so I've got a recording here that I did showing you kind of how long it takes to do a full loop. And then we can use that to calculate kind of how much money we're going to be making in one little thing. So here, again with some practice, you can get it first or second try. And this shows that even if you're not perfect, you can still make a lot of money in a short period of time. Also, if you're wondering how I'm boosting so quickly with my boost pack, for whatever reason, if you bind jump to Control, Alt, or Shift, it just does that. So here I am fast traveling to Sol, and then to Venus, and then onto this industrial district here. Now I've seen a lot of other videos where you get out of the ship for some reason and you have to sleep in a bed, and you don't need to do that. You just get up, walk over to one of the I don't even know what they're called, the specific chairs or the jump seats, yeah. And then you're gonna wait here. Now, most people say you have to wait 24 hours. You don't. You can just wait 12. And because the local hours here are equal to 100 UT hours, you're inevitably waiting for 1200 hours, and this is plenty to reset the vendor chest. And then here, you don't even have to get back up. You can just fast travel right back to New Atlantis. It's been under 2 minutes, depending on how fast you are. Again, if you get it first try, it'll be less than the 2 minutes it's taken. Now, I'll even add going to get the chest again. That person was in the way. You can't do it through people, unfortunately. I think I get it third try here. Oop. There you go. And we can run, and I'll show you that the chest has reset. Boom. Easy, easy money.